Well, guess who graduated today? Happy Vlogmas Day number 12. And today I'm going to share with you my little graduation event that I had today with YouTube. It was a very, very long day, very, very exhausting day from the beginning all the way up until the end, which is why I am recapping this very, very late, and you're going to get this Saturday morning. So let me just first jump into they had a boot camp program that I have been participating in with YouTube where they invite you to come in and talk about different aspects of having a channel, memberships, tagging products, just different ways to boost your channel and help it grow, and different avenues of revenue, should you want to go that route. So I participated in, I think, 3 of them. And so this boot camp program was one of the first ones. They're like, you've made history. You guys are part of history. We've never done this before. We're like the first group of people that they're doing this with. And it is a variety of channels as far as subscribership. They're small, medium, and large and extra large channels that are participating in this boot camp. Now, I don't know the number, and I don't know how they roped me into it, but I'm glad they did. It's a wonderful experience. And so I just wanted to share it with you. But first, I had to come home and take a nap. I had to recharge because my battery was depleted. So it is in the wee hours of the morning, but I'm recharged, and I threw this hat on my head so y'all could see. I did vlog, but there's so much footage that there was no way I was going to be able to edit and get through that for today's Vlogmas Day 12. So just to recap, happy Vlogmas Day 12. I am Mickey B. Have we met? If not, it's nice to meet you. And if we have, it's always good to see you again. Now, today, we're going to do the calendars. So let me just do that first. And oops, just dropped the pen on the ground, but I'll get that later. But let's just go ahead and do the calendars and pick a winner from yesterday's vlog. So that way we know who is going to win. What was it, yesterday? Did I even write it down? Yesterday was day 11. So what was day 11? Let's see here. In this background, whenever I have my hair pulled back, it's going to go in and out. So I'm not even going to worry about that today. And this moving little tassel, sometimes I think it makes it do it more than sometimes I don't. Okay, here was yesterday's. I remember now. Yesterday was this cute little star. So that's what we're going to announce the winner for. I thought this star was really, really cute. So we are going to announce the winner for the star. Okay, so today's winner, I just looked at the comments again and refreshed. And there was one comment, somebody said something that they were on the same page as me. They chose the snoring versus the crying baby. And they also made a good point with the, well, I guess you could make that point the same. I was going to say, they made a good point about the snoring, where they say at least the snoring stops every once in a while versus a crying baby. But a crying baby would stop every once in a while as well. So the more that I think about it, I just kind of saw it tonight. But that was Bionic Baby's comment who said that. And I was going to say, I'm going to give the prize again to Bionic Baby because that was a good point. But as I really chew on it, they both would stop every once in a while. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, Bionic Baby, since I got to send everything out this weekend. And I'm going to let you have that star if you want that star. So the winner is Bionic Baby. And let me know. Well, I got your information, so I don't even need you to let me know. I already have your information. Here is day number 12. Now, I'm all over the place right now because, like I said, I am refreshed. I am relaxed, but my little routine has kind of been shaken a bit because I wasn't really prepared like I normally do, but I wanted to stay on track with my Vlogmas. So so the winner is Bionic Baby. Let's just make sure that's clear. Now here is the prize for today, a little gingerbread house, which is very, very cute. Very detailed as they always are, which I'm always impressed by the detail. These are so much cuter. I'm going to keep saying it than these little pink ones I got, which I thought I was going to love. But these are very, very cute. So, okay, so here is day 12. If you want to win day 12, then we are going to pose the which would you choose question. And then I'm going to share my boot camp graduation with you, all the little events and whatnot. I don't have pictures to share because it was just too much. Well, I'll get into that, but let's go into the pink calendar and we're going to pick that one, and I'm not planning to like it because I like those so much better. And look at this. This is a duplicate of one that was already in the other one. You see what I'm saying? And it's not even pink. So this is the Santa hat that, if I'm not mistaken, Gina, you won this one on that one. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same, let's see, from day 2 of this one. And I know I'm waiting to send everything this weekend that I've had so far because people have been winning multiples. Yep. So Gina, it's the exact same one that you won on day 2. So here's yours. And here is the one in this one. Exact same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a set, Gina, and you're going to get this one to go with the one. So if you have a little date, you guys can have matching straw covers. So let me stick this in here. So that's Gina's day 2. I'll just remember I'm going to leave it out so I don't forget to include it. All right, so enough of that. So we saw both of the straw covers and we announced the winner. Now let's get to where is the game. Oh, here we go. Here's the game. So all right, we are already at 10 minutes. Let me wrap this up. Okay, if you want to win day number 12, here is the question. Which would you choose? Let's knock this out of the way. And there's the box. I'm just going to pull one out. Just let one slide out. Okay. So let you guys see it first. Is this right side up? Yeah. So this is the one that I chose for today. It's written backwards for me. That's so weird. It looks like Egyptian writing backwards. So it says, okay, which would you choose? Friendly aliens offer to show you the galaxy, but you can never. Okay, it says, but you can ever come back to Earth, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be never. So friendly aliens offer to show you the galaxy, but you can never come back to Earth. Or aliens abduct you for a week of medical experiments, but then you can go back to your regular life. Friendly aliens offer to show you the galaxy, but you can never come back to Earth. That's freaky. And then, or aliens abduct you for a week of medical experiments, but then you can go back to your regular life. These little things are interesting when you really chew on it. Like, which would you choose? Which would you choose of those two things? It really makes you think, even though I'm hoping this is far-fetched stuff. Show me the galaxy. I don't want to know about the galaxy that bad. How about that? But I can never come back to Earth. I need to come back to Earth. So if that means some medical experiments and I can go back to my regular life, I would just hope that they would erase my memory so I don't remember whatever I experienced there. Because there are some things we just don't need to know. And to me, this would be one of them. I do not want to have a visual of some big round head, opal-eyed creature leaning over me with some medical instruments, cutting me open and doing all kind of weird stuff. And then I got to go back and try to have a regular life. No, thank you. But if that's what it takes, I don't want to be living in the galaxy for the rest of my life and knowing the secrets of the galaxy and nobody there but me and some aliens. Nuh-uh, that's not a good toss-up either. So I'll take the one that I choose is option number 2, reluctantly, because I'm forced to make a decision here. So that's the one that I would choose. Let them abduct me, do your little experiments. Just please erase my memory and then send me back home. All right, so that's what I would choose. Which would you choose? Let me know. And the winner that I pick from your responses will win the gingerbread house from today's Vlogmas day number 12. All right, moving on. We're at 14 minutes, so let me wrap it up and just share with you how my day went with the YouTube boot camp. It's a nice program. It's cool that they do it. It's like I said, it's something new that they're starting, and they're encouraging programs to help channel or creators of all sizes to look at their channel and do things that they think might help them grow, which was interesting to me because I met quite a few people there, but there was one, and like I met a couple who had a channel and they had 3,000 subscribers. I have 17. If they ever let me get my last 35, I'll have a legit 17. I had that and then they took it away, which I don't know why, but that's neither here or there, but I'm just rounding up. And then I met a lady. She is a nurse. She flew all the way out from Florida, paid her own ticket and everything to attend. She has over 1 million subscribers. And I'm like, what? When you came to this? Because it was a great event, but it wasn't like rolling out the red carpet type of event. So, and I'll show you some of the things they gave us. But the first thing, I think, if I put it in my thumbnail, they had a little graduation and they just gave us these little certificates right here. And it's just, paper certificate, some color copying. It's not like a YouTube plaque or anything. Again, this is the first. So we're like the pioneers of this program. So I imagine over time it'll get better. But I thought it was nice. They called everybody's name and they just kind of handed you your certificate if you were further in the back, or if you were close up front, you just went up and handled it. They did not allow us to bring a +1, so there was nobody there, like in your family or whatever, it wasn't that serious. It was, more of a light, fun type of thing. And then they gave everybody name tags when you got there. Let me just cover up my government, but here was the name tag they gave everybody, once you showed up. And then parking was a nightmare. I'll get to that part of it. But then they gave us a little, what they call a swag bag, which was just, had a little card in it like this. And then it had a little note, hi creator. What does it say? We're thrilled that you're a part of the YouTube creator community. We love all of the content you've been making, and we are so excited to see what you create in the future. Be sure to show off your new swag by using hashtag new, what does that say? YouTube community. Happy creating YouTube. So again, just a little, here we go with that background. Just a little piece of paper, type thing. Nothing super elaborate. And then inside of the bag, and I'll show you the bag in a second, they have these little pins inside, these little YouTube pins. And it's the play button and a little heart, a comment. What's the arrow for? I'm not sure what the arrow represents. I guess share. Thumbs up, share. There's the play button, the heart, comment, and I don't know what that one is. But those are, nice, and they're just the kind that pin on the back like that. And then it also included a little notebook, the kind that has the little band in the front and just has some letter pages. So this is what I can use now to keep track of stuff that I do here at my desk. I have another one that Wavy sent to me. It was really pretty with flowers. So I use that one in the room when I'm recording there. And I'll keep this one at my desk here. So when I need to keep notes like who is winning the prize, instead of putting it on a little bootleg calendar, now I could actually use a notebook. And oh, and then the swag bag that included these few little items. There was two. So let me put this here because I feel like something's about to fall. So inside of the swag bag was this little bag here. It says YouTube. And it's just like a thin little parachute material type bag. And it's got two handles at the top. And then it scrunches in on the side. This is terrible, this background. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't know why. It's like, see, you can see behind me, my shade behind me. If I turn this off, it would look too busy. But you know what? I'm going to turn it off real quick, just so that you can see these things. So, and you'll see what I've been hiding. If I could turn this off, hold on. This is why I started my backgrounds, so you don't have to see all this junk behind me, because I'm in my office. But let me show you this stuff so you can actually see it. So it's this little swag bag. Well, this little bag that was inside what they call a swag bag. And then on either side, it cinches in like that. I thought it was a backpack at first, but it's not. It's just a little regular bag, or you can just carry it like this. Probably something if you go to the grocery store, you know, and you bring your own bag. So it's that. It's very thin. And then the other bag that housed all of these items was this one. And it's just another thin canvas bag. It's very thin, nothing too thick. So that's what was holding all of these items, which I'm gonna put back in here now. And then oh, and then the last thing, they had a table. They had a little photo booth, little backgrounds, but I'll go over all of that because I didn't really participate in those, and I'll tell you why. But they also had a table of shirts, or not shirts, jackets. They had all kind. They were just thrown on a table, and it was for you to go and pick whichever one you like. So this is the one that I got. It was just a solid color, kind of windbreaker type jacket, where it doesn't, here's the back, it doesn't have a hood or anything. I think they might have had some that had hoods, I wasn't sure. But they had some that had all kinds of wild patterns on them, which I thought was interesting that they would choose, you know, the style of jackets that had all of these different designs, like boho looking styles. And they were just all thrown on a table, and I didn't even know what they were initially until everything was over and we all started walking around. So that was the little swaggy stuff that they gave us. Now, let me just share with you how the day went. And I do have a bonus thing to share with you after this story. So anyway, so I got up. It was from, they wanted you, it started at 9 and it was from 9 to 12. But they said be there between 9 and 10. So my drive to get there was horrible. It was so much traffic. I'm like, where's everybody going today on a Friday, where normally Friday is a light day? So it took me an hour and a half just to get there. I'm pushing 9:30, then I can't find parking. Then they tell me parking's over here. So I finally find parking after getting lost. I'm like, y'all don't even have parking. And so that was frustrating after the traffic just getting there, because every little secret outlet that I tried, every little back street was clogged, blocked, just backed up, like stuck plumbing. I'm like, everybody is trying to get to the city today. So I finally get there, and then I go into this parking garage, and I had the little sticker out just to remind me to tell you the story. So I finally find parking, I park, and then you gotta walk a New York mile to get to the building. The building, it's a nice building, but it's all black. There's no signage or anything. You don't even know anybody's in there or who's in there. So it's kind of like very secretive in a sense. So then I'll park here, walk all the way down here, get to the front door, try to go into the front door. It's locked. I'm like, where am I going? I'm flustered now. So it was that kind of start. I'm trying to create the picture for you. And then so when I went to the front door, it was locked. It was the kind, if you worked there and you had a pass key, you would just swipe it and the door would open. So I didn't have that. So I just kept walking. I'm lost. So someone said, they popped out the door and they said, "Excuse me, are you here for the event?" I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "It's right there." So I literally just walked by it. That's how flustered I was, because the sign was there, but I didn't notice it because it wasn't a big sign. And with everything being just black, and when I say black, like the building, the whole building was just black like this. I know this is blue, but just imagine this black color is the four walls. Like everything was dark. So that part was frustrating, but I finally get in there. They check us in. I go in. They have a few speakers. And then they do the little graduation ceremony. We mingle. They have a few little snacks and stuff. I have this on camera, on film, but it was so much just didn't have time to edit all that and pull all that footage just to include in here. So I'll try to just do it on a separate vlog one day, someday. I don't even know when, because it's a lot going on right now, but hopefully soon. And like I said, I met, a few different people, different size channels, and it was a good event. Coming home, caught more traffic, but I took the day off from work so that I could relax in that regard. So that was good. But I got up 2 hours early again just so I can get some work done before I left, because it is busy right now. So that's why I was so tapped out, because traffic out here is draining. I don't know if you've ever driven in LA traffic, like for real, in the morning trying to go to work. This was like Monday morning traffic, but it was Friday. And then there was construction everywhere. So that really I almost turned around like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different times. That's how frustrating it was. I was just like, oh my gosh, this was a bad idea. But anyways, I don't want to drag the story out too long. They did take us for a tour of the facility after they had the graduation. So that was cool. They had what they call a dirty soda bar, which I learned what that was. And it's basically just when you take a soda like Coke or root beer or A&W, and you put the syrups in it and some creams, lemon and lime slices, and you just kind of, I guess, dirty it up, so to speak, but you can just add different elements to your soda. So that was my YouTube graduation, but it was a nice event. And this was, like I said, the very first one. So they said, you guys are all a part of YouTube history, because this is the very first boot camp graduation they've ever had. And this program is like a pioneer program that they are now going to start, I guess, incorporating and adding more channels into this program. So we are the test pilot, if you will. So that was that. And I'm going to close this out. But before I do that, I want to say one more thing. And that is a big thank you to Gina. Gina sent me a package today. When I finally made it home after all of that, I saw this box waiting for me. And she told me it was going to be here today. But I completely, after the day that I had, this is the last thing that was on my mind. So I come home and I see this big box, and I asked Janae, I said, "Is that for me?" And she said, "Yeah." And then I was like, what's inside? So I opened it, and then I remembered Gina said she was going to send me something, which she knows she didn't have to do, but she wanted to. And she had been wanting to do this for a while. So I just wanted to share with you what Gina sent to me, and then I'll close today out. So, and I wanted, to let you see my reaction on how I liked everything, because it was a very sweet and nice gift that she sent to me. And she sent that cute little card. I think I want to turn off the background again so you can actually see this without this disappearing act happening. Crap. So it's a cute little card with a little sticker of a Christmas tree. And And then it has a cute little card inside for special friends. And Gina's been commenting and watching for a very long time. And she knows I appreciate her, and she knows that's all that I require anyway. I don't require it, but I appreciate it. Like, you definitely don't. You know, I got more stuff than I can deal with, but I appreciate when people want to take the time out to send a card and say hello. So I won't read it, because I don't know if people, out loud, if people have an issue with that. But I appreciate you, Gina, and thank you so much for sending this to me. It's fun opening items and receiving things, and I always appreciate just comments. Just a simple comment is more than enough. But she also included this cute little bag that says thank you. And inside, now this this was so me. Look at the blingy of those beads. The ones in between, like the spacer beads, and then the round, the little balls on a pink pin. That is me in a heartbeat. When I saw this, I'm like, I love this. Is going to be on my desk. So this is going to replace this one I've been using now. This is a Temu pin. So look at the difference. No brainer. This is so much cuter. I like these beads though. And I see a lot of these types of pins, but I haven't seen any look at how pretty those beads are. They're like little snow globes. I thought those were so pretty. And then the bling in between the spacer beads. So thank you, Gina. And see, it's just simple little things like that. And look at that. I got the YouTube book today to leave on my desk to make notes. And now I got this cute little pen to go with my YouTube book. So you see how things just work out sometimes. But I really like this. And you know me in pink, but it's the way those shine and glimmer. I think those are so pretty. I've never seen the marble like beads like that anywhere. But yeah, I really like it. I was like, this I like. It's the simple little things with me. I don't need much because I have so much. I've been blessed with so much. It's just the little things. She sent me an exfoliating foot mask it's a lavender one. So I don't know if this is the kind that make your feet peel. But she knows, because she watches my video that is about lips, feet, and what else do I normally say? I don't like, and dry hands, dry lips, and dry feet are no. So always can use a good foot mask. So thank you for that. And then here is the piece de resistance, because if you know anything about Gina, she is an avid diamond painter, and she did this cute little diamond painting for me. Look at that cute little fox. And if you don't know about diamond painting, can you see how the light is just making that bling and just like it's shiny? Look at that. That's what's fun about diamond painting. But this is a beautiful one because it's like it's all rhinestones. See how the light hits it and it just shines and glimmers. And it's is this a cat or a fox? I think, is it a cat? At first, I thought it was a fox, but now as I'm looking at it on camera, it might be even a cat. But it's so pretty. And I like shiny bling, bling, blingity bling, and I love diamond painting. And I just have not had time to sit down long enough and complete one of my own. But Gina has so many of these that she does. And they're all nice. She sends me pictures, and she has her own channel, by the way, where she shows them. So check out her channel. I'll try to put it on the screen again, so that you can go and check out her diamond paintings as well. I think she posts. I couldn't keep up with them. She was posting every day, showing her diamond paintings. But they don't pop up, Gina, in my feed. I think because they're not long form videos, but when I have time, and she'll pop up, the shorts will pop up every now and then. That's how I know I'll go back and look at all of them. So thank you for that. And you didn't have to, but I appreciate the fact that you wanted to share something with me. So I wanted to share that with you guys, since that happened today as well. Today was a very eventful day and a long day. And Wavy, I know that Wavy sent me a box that is so big and so stuffed with stuff. I kid you not. This box is sitting right here. She sent it to me, months ago, because it's for Christmas. I'm like, if it's a Christmas box, then I'm going to wait until Christmas. So that's the plan, Wavy, because that box, this calendar only goes for 24 days. So I'm thinking that would be the perfect video to do on Christmas Day, is the Christmas box that Wavy sent. And when I tell you this box, I could fit in this box, and I'm not a size 2. This box is huge, and it is a lot. And I'm like, and I already scolded her for sending me all of these goodies that are in here, but it's a lot. It's just going to be a video where I open up the video and just start pulling stuff out, and that'll probably be over an hour. I don't even know how long it's going to be. But this video is already gone too long, but I just wanted to share my day. It was a long day. It was an eventful day. A lot happened. It was draining. I did some of everything. So now that I'm relaxed, I'm a little bit more chatty. So hopefully if you stayed around to the end and heard all my stories, I appreciate you, and give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate this content. And if you like hearing, like I said, my little stories and my little just goings on about nothing really, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hype, all of those good things help. And I'll see you, I want to say tomorrow, but it's really today. So I'll see you later today for Vlogmas Day 13, but I wanted to officially close out Vlogmas Day number 12. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.